Hello everyone, welcome back to the channel. First, I want to thank you guys because we're almost 4,000 subscribers in the channel and it has been an incredible ride. So today we are going to talk about Tesla semi-truck expectations, Salesforce buying Slack, Square and PayPal buying all the Bitcoin available in the market, Black Friday sales, and analyze some earnings from last week. Please smash that like button and subscribe since it really helps my channel out. After a short week for the stock market, only being open 3 days and a half, the S&P 500 ended up by 1.67%, the Dow Jones 1.55%, and the Nasdaq by a whopping 2.63%. The Dow Jones crossed $30,000 for the first time, but has underperformed the broader market. Still, analysts and investors warn that stocks might be trading at very elevated levels while the pandemic worsens. Also, remember that Black Friday kicks off the traditional start of the crucial holiday shopping season, since now Christmas and New Year's Eve are coming and investors are expecting a nice rise in e-commerce and retail sales, even with the pandemic. Now, for my Tesla investors, Tesla delayed semi-truck tests Elon Musk's ability to scale up. Even with the pandemic, Tesla has been able to outperform and have a very successful year, and now has planned a very excited 2021. The Tesla semi-trailer truck is part of a flurry of vehicle production activity Mr. Musk has planned for 2021. Those plans include a new electric pickup truck, factories in Berlin and Texas starting up, and higher output at the company's Shanghai plant. They are expecting to produce at least 68% more vehicles across its inventory next year. Obviously, this is going to be a huge challenge for Tesla because it is a brand new and way different vehicle in their collection. Also, we do have to take into consideration that Biden, as president, he will apparently encourage electric vehicles adoption and increase regulations for fuel vehicles, which would be excellent for the growth of Tesla in the US. Salesforce is in advanced talks to buy Slack Technologies. Salesforce is the world's biggest software seller that companies use to be able to manage their customer relationships, but little by little they have been expanding to other sectors such as data analytics, artificial intelligence, tools to manage staff, and more. Then Slack is an instant messaging software which could help companies by providing a solution with communication within employees. Slack has had an excellent year because of the pandemic, since a lot of workers started to work remotely, and after these announcements, Slack stock went up 23.07% and continue with its uptrend for the rest of the week. We do have to take into consideration that even though, yes, this is an excellent news for Slack, the deal might not happen. We have to wait for confirmation this week. Now, Square and PayPal may be the new whales in crypto market as clients flock to buy Bitcoin. Square announced that they bought over $50 million worth of Bitcoin, and PayPal that will allow clients to buy, sell, and hold cryptocurrencies in their platform. But apparently, both companies' clients have been buying the majority of the new Bitcoin supply and entering the market each day. Hedge fund Pantera Capital estimates that Square clients have accounted for 40% of Bitcoin that enters the market in the 2 years since the product launch. Then they also said that they estimate that within weeks, PayPal clients will buy 70% of new supply. Obviously, this explains the recent uptrend in Bitcoin price, since it is up over 30% within a month and 133% for the whole year. We all have seen a lot of companies laying off employees, and now Disney plans to lay off as COVID pandemic hits businesses. Disney already talked about laying off 28,000 employees by March, about a month ago, but now they increased that number to 32,000 employees as the pandemic keeps hitting their theme parks and more businesses. The pandemic has forced Disney executives to reorganize their business and focus more on their streaming service, plus since the segment have been growing and growing massively this year, while their other entertainment segments such as the theme parks, hotels, and cruising have been hit really hard, meaning that Disney as a company did not see growth for their company on those segments, but it does in their streaming services, and that could cause more and more layoffs with time. Even more since we might not see a vaccine until mid-2021. Now, 2 days ago we had Black Friday and tomorrow is Cyber Monday. But these types of holidays during the pandemic means fewer shoppers and fewer deals. I did expect this year to have a massive growth in e-commerce and not that much in retail sales for Black Friday because, let's be honest, it is a new normal. Crowds were smaller this year than last year after chains like Walmart and Best Buy put their Black Friday promotion online and alongside Amazon encouraged people to buy earlier in the season. Obviously, that is not only bad news because it means that people did their normal Black Friday purchase as every year, but online. The thing is that this year has made us transition to do everything online, and a lot of businesses without e-commerce will be affected. Also, a lot of businesses might not see the need to have retail stores since they are more than fine with online sales, just like it happened with Microsoft, and that is no good for employees. Online shopping hit a new record with sales increasing 22% from a year ago. Since many chains stayed closed during Thanksgiving, that's why Black Friday shopping in stores craters 52% during a pandemic as e-commerce sales surge. Talking about excellent deals, remember that Webull has a limited time offer that will expire tomorrow, November 30th, in which you are able to get 4 free stocks after opening one account with them and depositing $100. The link for that is the first one in the description below. Now, Amazon Web Service hit by outage for a whole day. Obviously, businesses that use Amazon's cloud got affected by this outage. Obviously, this was bigger impact since because of the pandemic, the demand for cloud services increased, and that is why we have seen all the cloud services from Microsoft, Amazon, Alibaba, Google, and more grow so fast this year. But we do have to take into consideration that Amazon is the leader in the cloud computing business, meaning that obviously it is not nice to see this happening for such a big company. But they were able to find the cause and solve the problem as soon as possible. Intuit and Credit Karma received clearance from the Department of Justice for acquisition of Credit Karma. Intuit is this huge and incredible company that owns QuickBooks, TurboTax, and Mint, and have been wanting to buy Credit Karma, which would be a huge acquisition for Intuit since Credit Karma has over 110 million members between the US, Canada, and the UK. Today is an exciting milestone for Intuit and Credit Karma. Together with our trusted brands, customer scales, as well as our data and AI platforms, we will achieve more than either company could on its own. Obviously, this is incredible for both companies, but it is also incredible for Square since they will buy the tax business of Credit Karma for $50 million, which will help Square expand their tax filing business. Now, the question is if this deal will affect Square and Intuit partnership since TurboTax offers Square payments processing for the tax filing service. Now, Nordstrom reported earnings last week. First and most important, their digital sales represented 54% of their business, which were $1.6 billion. They missed analysts' expectations in revenue since they posted a revenue of $3.09 billion, while analysts were expecting $3.10 billion, but beat analysts' expectations in their earnings since they reported earnings per share of 34 cents, while analysts were expecting a loss from the company. Still, their stock had an excellent week since it is up by almost 25% since apparently investors did like Nordstrom earnings. United begins flying Pfizer COVID-19 vaccine. Apparently, United Airlines began operating charter flights with Pfizer vaccine to be able to position the vaccine for a quicker distribution in case they get approval from regulators. Other cargo and passenger airlines are also preparing for the global push to get the vaccine to the public quickly. American Airlines said it has been conducting trial flights from Miami to South America to test the thermal packaging and operational processing for shipping vaccines. Also, delivery companies like FedEx and DHL have created a temperature monitoring system to track future vaccine shipments. Now, next week we have nice earnings week. First, we have Zoom reporting on Monday, Salesforce and Box on Tuesday, Snowflake on Wednesday, DocuSign on Thursday, and more. To start, Zoom. Zoom has seen a massive growth for the year, but I would really like to know if that growth will continue next year or as soon as we go back to the real normal, if and only if companies stop working remotely. Analysts are expecting Zoom to report a revenue growth of 316% for the quarter and 287% for the whole year, which obviously would be huge. Then Salesforce. We already talked about the possible deal with Slack, which apparently we might have a final decision before they report earnings on Tuesday after market close. Salesforce has had an excellent revenue growth year over year and quarter over quarter as their business still has room to grow. grow. Analysts are expecting a revenue growth of 16.30% for the quarter and almost 22% for the whole year. Let me know in the comment section below what you think about this week, about the vaccine being transferred, PayPal and Square massively buying Bitcoin, and more. Thank you everyone for watching. Please smash that like button and subscribe since it really helps the channel out. Remember, I have a completely free Discord group chat with the link for that is down in the description below. Thank you and see you next time.